Hey guys, huge news tonight announcing the public test realm for New World. Check out the full article below, but I want to do some highlights on this because I'm super pumped. Mainly because you can tell from this art here, the Void Gauntlet is finally arriving to Aeternum. For those who don't know, I'm super pumped about this weapon. My whole build at the moment, my Balrog build, is all based around eventually converting to what I've called the Vampire build, which is running the Void Gauntlet included. So I'm super pumped for this. Really excited to see it. I'll be signing up for the public test round. But for those who don't know, they're making a PTR. What that is it's a limited availability server, which in it you will be able to have access to early upcoming features. Now this is a private server. This is not going to be affecting any of the main servers or your characters as of now. This is a private thing you'll be opting into. When you sign up, you can make a character and choose what level set you want to be. It'll give you like appropriate armor and all that stuff, so you can check things out from the PTR. I'm super pumped for this. It actually officially opens tomorrow at which is November 10th, so definitely be trying to check that out if we can get into it. I think it's super awesome, and they're going to be adding a lot of stuff in the PTR to test things because, let's be frank, New World has not had the best experience so far in terms of bugs and hot fixes and just patches causing more issues, so this is the big thing that is happening. We're super pumped. So obviously, we mentioned before the Void Gauntlet. For those who don't know much about the abilities, this is a DPS heal hybrid. A lot of it relies around dealing damage and then life stealing or healing off of that damage. It's a core feature. In fact, they actually talked about the two trees a bit. Annihilation Tree focuses on maximizing damage at close range and revolves around the Void Blade, which is this piece right here, a summon blade of corrosive void energy. The Decay Tree offers range healing and debuffs and revolves around the Orb of Decay, a dual-phase projectile that can debuff enemies and heal allies. For instance, my Vampire build, I plan on using Orb of Decay because you can throw that out and get healed, and then you can also swap over to the Hatchet, which you're also running with it. So it's going to be this kind of menace of this life-stealing, just crazy high DPS build. So super pumped for this. I think this will be awesome. It's going to be a intelligence and focus build too, which also is nice because you actually have another focus weapon outside the life staff. So I think this is super exciting. And anyone who watches my streams and watching my content know I've just been waiting for the Void Gauntlet, so I'm really pumped for this. Even cooler, I don't know if it's even cooler, but really cool news is this: the Varangian Knights, which for those who aren't familiar with the Varangian Guard, these were in actual history. These were Vikings that had gone down to the Middle East and down to Eastern Europe in that area. And they were private guards for the King Emperor of Constantinople or Istanbul, I think it was at the time. And so these are obviously some type of Viking-esque characters. They come from this interesting. They come from the northern areas, it says. The Varangian raiders have sailed down from the north and brutally carve out sections of each territory, establishing base of operation. These war camps on the beaches of First Light and Monarch's Bluff to an entire fort they've captured Everfall face off against these hewers, scouts, knights, and archers as you certain their true intentions. Which is really sick. You can fight against these knights and these raiders. My only issue personally with it is that this is level range 16 to 20, and as many as you guys can guess, a vast majority of the player base is now like level 50 plus, if not level 60, so I am interested to see what they're going to do, because a lot of this content that they're introducing is for like lower level things, which I'm just like, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but also at the same time, like a lot of this is level 60, so I feel like a lot of this cool stuff I just won't get to experience like as I should, because my character is level 60, so I mean we'll experience at the PTR, but it won't be the same. They're also going to be adding more enemy variety. The Withered Swarmancer, the Beetle, the Lost Shaman, the Pirate Alligator, Ancient Guardian Pyromancer, and Enhanced Corrupted Laborers. These additions will bring unique combat encounters to our lower level open world experience. Again, lower level, not the most excited that they're adding. A lot of this content is being added for lower level, which I just feel is a missed opportunity because a lot of the player base is just past the level 20 mark. So I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. I'm not really sure how much of an impact that will have on our gameplay, but I guess it'll be fun in the PTR, and if they introduce like fresh servers in the future, it'll be fun. New enemy quests as well, and legendary weapon quests, and improved main storyline. Again, all these things, while I really personally want to be excited about, new main story quests, they're adding more stuff and everything. Again, they're improving with new tasks and quest variants. So unless this is, especially for the main improved main storyline quest, unless this is adding on to the end, it's a bit disappointing for me because a lot of this is for questing and leveling, which I hit 60 already. I don't have a reason to go back and do lower level quests necessarily besides gold, and I've already done the full main story, so if they go and revamp previous missions, I don't get to experience that. So I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. We'll have to see, but I mean, I'm probably gonna play start like my character like level 10 or so on the PTR and play through that to like 50 or 60 just to check it out. So we'll see how it goes. One thing I did see that was cool though was, at least with the legendary weapon sets, they're also gonna be adding a level a 580 void gauntlet. So at least that is something added late game, but I don't know about that. But the last two things they're doing, PvP faction missions, they're doing new ones. Control points, these missions send you out to capture control of forts, intercept, defeat enemy faction members, and collect their tier, so you actually have a reason to fight enemies. And war camp loot, retrieve hidden plans at the enemy war camp. So these are adding more things that actually give you a better set of PvP. I am interested in what's going to happen in terms of where these are placed, and if these three, they said it's just added, so they're not taking away from the old one, so there's not going to be 6 options of quests from the sound of it. So I'm interested to see if that's going to be too scattered brain, because like, for instance, in Morningdale, the current PvP quests are in the north and the fort is the south, so if you're going to do control point intercept, you're not going to the south, which means you're splitting off in 2 completely different directions, compared to Everfall and Windward, where the current missions are right by the fort anyway. So I think that's going to make an interesting dynamic. I'm really excited to see how it works, if they're just adding them on, because it doesn't seem like they're replacing them. But it'll be interesting to see what they actually do with that. And then lastly, what we talked about before with the trading post update, is they're going to make trading posts linked to Unified, so you can buy and sell stuff at any trading post and the money goes to where you posted it from. I think this is really big because right now only Windsward and Everfall are actually being used for trade, and places like Restless Shores, Morningdale, even Ebonskill, Reach, and First Light, like all these like fringe locations have no income because there's no trade happening there. So actually linking these will give you a better reason to actually sell stuff in these far off regions and actually be able to make income in those territories. So I think that's really exciting as well. So I really like that change, and that's how it was a long time ago. So I think it's a good change. But yeah, this is the update. I definitely recommend reading the full article, but I've said this before, I think Amazon Games is doing a great job with New World. They're really just pushing out all this stuff and just giving us high quality of life changes. So I'm pumped for all this content. Of course, I'm really pumped at most for the Void Gauntlet. I want to be pumped for this new enemy type, but we'll see how much I enjoy it, not being in the level 16 to 20 range. But at least like when I'm like running around low level zones, it changes up a bit. Either way, I think this is awesome. I think this is going to be fun. This is a much needed thing that can happen. I wish this happened before launch, especially because of these lower level changes, but it is what it is. If we go and make a new character, at least the level experience will be a bit more fresh in those regards. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe and follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/Redlaf. Till next time, bye.